Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect.
Takes a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He won't be happy with that one. Great ball, and he's in here. Vietnam with the corner. They're first. No way through, so real chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. It's a promising position. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. They're urging him to shoot. Ferdinand gets rid without sophistication. Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Matheus Cunha! Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance, surely! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
It's Pelé! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Pelé at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! They are are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. He's got tall. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Always onto this. Zanetti.
That's going in strongly.
Zanetti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Looking for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Matheus Cunha. There he goes, motoring forward. Nedved. Now it's Pelé. That's good vision. And he's in on goal. He's shifted. Kvaratskhelia! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So we're up and running. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
McTominay. That looks a good ball through. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Ferdinand. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's been played through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well read, nice interception.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Pelé. Rijkaard. Kvaratskhelia!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in. Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read. Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram attempts a clearance. Now it's Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win...
Oh, he's been caught napping! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Cruyff. Busquets, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Yamal. Ronaldinho. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That's an imaginative pass. Thuram spots it and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Thuram chooses to go cross-field. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0, and the pass is intercepted. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yamal picks it up out wide, and that was very necessary. And they've got a throw. And it's managed to gift it back. And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good spread. Looking for a runner. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cruyff gets it away. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. There is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
I'd like to draw your
back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Zanetti gets it away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! Off the post! Busquets. Ronaldinho.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He has found the way through. Not the most accurate pass. Kvaratskhelia. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pele being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Zanetti did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's been played through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Vietnam really could have done without this. So the would-be breakthrough moment. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Borussia Dortmund have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele, he could be in here. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
He's in a great position here. He gets big. Oh, he's hit the bar.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nedved. Rijkaard. It's played through for him. Pele. Played into the box. That's a sharp pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ronaldo chasing after it. Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. Neuer claims it, safe hands.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's good running with the ball. Can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 17, Gullit.
And it's Maldini.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through, delivered across.
Van Dijk.
He's quick to get it clear again.
14,
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Jamal. Coming on the field,
Out towards the flank.
18, Pele.
Well, that looks a
Number
decent
4,
ball.
Bale. Number 21.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Number 10, Messi. Substitutions taking place.
Nedved did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ronaldinho. Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. Well, that pass isn't the best. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue?
And already we're underway here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Thuram did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Cannavaro. Thuram knocks it out wide. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
It's Pele! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Mateus goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a cracking ball. And he's found a way past. And the shot! He's scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nedved concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Leicester deals with that comfortably. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he cuts out the supply. Quality ball. And he welcomes it in. Rijkaard. Lazio look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mateus. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pings in across. Can he finish? Aimed beyond the defence. Zanetti. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, it's played into the area. And the ball is out of play. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Conte. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Thuram. And it's Nedved. Mateus. The message is clear, none shall pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Knocks it into space. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Threads one in. Van Basten! Goal! Lazio back on level terms. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Pele. McTominay does well to get it back. Maldini.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Nice
recupero.
sequence of passes this. Rijkaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere. Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 2, Fabio Cannavaro.
So it's back to business.
Numero 11. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 27, Silvestre,
Donatoni.
il numero 21.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Attenzione,
Mateus
la sostituzione.
is in a really good position out wide. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Gabriel makes the interception. Vietnam do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Conte. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove
And
productive?
he shoots! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Gabriel. A probing pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Zanetti. Looking to go deep. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Conte. Rijkaard. Maldini.
L'affluenza di
Nicely weighted
quest'oggi
ball.
è di 81.700
Tries to
spettatori.
pass it through. Kvaratskhelia being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He has found the way through. And that was very necessary. Now that looks a decent ball. Mateus, he's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Donatoni. Morientes. Pressure coming in from all directions. Now who's going to be first to this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He won't be happy with that one. Maldini. Now Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Out of play for a goal kick.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 27.
So, time for changes
Silvestre.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
17.
Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Nakata gets over and intercepts. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Some really good ball movement. And that has left him in a heap.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That pass has been well intercepted.
That's
Donatoni.
good play from him.
Fernando Torres. And that's played in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Donatoni receives it in a wide position. And this is Torres. Donatoni is onto this. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Out for a throw. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
It's run loose here. Nakata could try cutting inside here. Thinks about the shot. And he thumps it clear. Lazio have got it back and they'll have another go. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's picked his way through. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he's worked it through, and he welcomes it in. Great skill, that's nice. It's Neymar! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.